but deserved, really, in the end. What did you make of your girls' performance?
It's a performance built on resilience and character. You know, I know that they're really emotive words, but that's what that performance was for a good 65 minutes. You know, we obviously went down 2-0. It wasn't the start that we had wanted, but the players knew that this was really important today to get something. And we had no doubt internally, and the faith was never questioned. We knew we're capable of results like that and performances like that against strong teams, but it was just a matter of actually doing it. And today the players did us all very proud.
How important was that goal on the edge of the first half, just so you could go into the rooms with just a 1-goal deficit and use that as a springboard?
I was just saying to someone else, that was like the life support starting back up again. So it was critical. And again, Riley, she's scored some important goals already for us so far in her career, and that was a really important one. And that was off the back of what the team was doing to build the performance towards the end of the half. So I think it was due, and we was deserved. But yeah, it definitely made the conversations at halftime and the momentum at halftime in the change room a lot different.
You've got 9 days off now before your next game when you come here to Melbourne to face off with Melbourne City. What are your plans over the holiday period? Do the players get some time off? How do you approach that?
Well, you asked me so we can catch up.
Possibly, mate. If you're the second coach that's sprung that on me when I've asked this question.
No, look, to be fair, this week was a very intense week. There was a lot of conversations. There was a lot of time on the training field. The laptop was in overdrive with the film and reviewing individual team and collective stuff. So we're definitely going to use the next few days to freshen up. And now we're in a position now where we've got a foundation to work from. So we can't just rest on this. It's an important win. It's a good win, but it's still not where we want to be. So we'll take as much time as we need to so we can go again and have a good crack against City.
And just last one from me, mate, before I hand over to the journalists in the room. Any fitness or injury concerns coming out of this one?
I don't know. Not sure yet. I don't think so, but we'll just have to see how everyone pulls up in the morning.
Awesome. Thanks, mate. Appreciate it.
Cheers,
Congratulations.
Mate. Thank you, mate.
Alex, missing Kim last week, and then she's back in the side again this week. How much of an influence and an impact did she have in that second half? I mean, the way she handled Michelle Heyman seemed to be exemplary. Did she do exactly as you thought she would do? I mean, she's such a class defender. How big an influence on the team is she?
I mean, yeah, it's hard to put it into words sometimes, the impact that Kim can have on the team. When she's on, she's just as good as anyone. And she's had a really established career, and the performance today just typifies that, right? So I'm really proud. I think she would have been a little bit disappointed with the first one when Michelle got around her. But from then on, that really clicked her into the game as well. And she gave us the calmness. She gave us the experience that we really needed in a moment and in a game like that.
You changed goalkeepers again today. Is this something that you're going to be doing all season, or is it just that's what you saw in training and that's what you wanted to go with?
Yeah, I mean, look, no one's positioned safe. And I say that in a positive way. Like it's not with fear that if we don't play well, we're dropped. It's acknowledging when people are doing well and giving them an opportunity. We've got 22 strong players, and everyone knows when they pull on a starting 11 kit that they've really earned it. And the players who don't play, don't begrudge them of that, because we know that we all go out and fight at training for each other. We're super lucky to have 2 great goalkeepers with 2 very different skill sets as well.
Okay. Obviously, this is not an easy interview. You go 2-0 up away from home and you end up without any points. Where did you think the key moments in the game were?
I thought it had to be the goal conceded just before halftime. Obviously, the corner. We spoke during the week, and we worked on making sure that the set pieces were strong. It turns out we cleared the ball into our own self and had another opportunity to clear it. We didn't. But you know what? It's a tough trip. So it's a very, very hard trip to get to Perth and to travel 5 hours and then back up. But the girls did very, very well, extraordinarily well in the first half, I thought. It's just possibly run out of legs a little bit. We may have. we don't concede that goal before half time, I think it's possibly a different second half.
So by conceding that goal, were you then expecting to see the sort of strong turnout from Glory in the second half? And if so, what were your sort of plans to negate that?
Yeah, look, I think that momentum is a big thing, and they went into halftime with a little bit of the momentum. I thought our girls came out strong, and just maybe some lapses of concentration, and that's what happens in the game, isn't it? It's the heat. Playing in these conditions is always tough, and so yeah, as I said, some lapses in concentration that probably cost us some vital opportunities.
You mentioned the heat. Do you think the wind played an element in the game as well?
Yeah. Look, I think it's the same for both teams, so we wouldn't want to blame the wind. But yeah, definitely it played with their defence in the first half. It played with our defence in the second half. So, yeah, without a doubt, it's definitely a factor.
Flannery coming off, obviously with her coming back from a long-term injury. Any concerns there, or is it just a fatigue thing?
No, look, just a fatigue thing. Nikki had a bit of a common cold during the week, and we were always challenged in trying to find out how many minutes we would get out of her. I thought she did extraordinarily well in the first half there, and I asked her at halftime, I said, how much do you have in you? And she said, I've probably got about 10 minutes. So we gave her 15. And yeah, look, we now look forward to the Melbourne City battle on Friday night, which is going to be a quick turnaround, a tough game for us. But yeah, we just have to move on.
So the positives to take out from that game, obviously your first half performance, and I thought Haim and Michelle today was phenomenal.
Yeah.
Great battle between her and Kim Carroll.
Yeah.
How good is it to see two experienced players going head to head?
Oh, look, it's fantastic. I think that, as I've always said, I think Michelle, she's putting her hand up for the World Cup squad, and whether it's for 10 minutes, 15 minutes in a match, I think that there's definitely benefit to have her on your side. And for me, that's what I would be doing. I'd be watching her and trying to keep her fit and see where she can best add value.